Hello everybody, here's BlackRose and we're back to the second chapter of the developer gameplay. To remind what's the difference between developer gameplay and a normal streaming is that as a developer of Helms Forgotten, I know everything about this mod from inside out. So I can also not only play through but show mechanics, things that I'm searching for bugs or any other mechanics I want to prove they're working properly. This version is this version yet to be released, version 13, compatible with Warsails. To just make a recap from the last chapter, we started here in the north and we moved from the north towards the north colonies. That's the kingdom, another kingdom of the north. They're divided by two. They actually were born here, but they created a colony down here. And we managed to make enough money to buy our first boat up there and increase our army to be able to traverse the ocean and come here to this part of the continent, to the North Helm. Now this is the Mage continent. And then we came to the North Helm, where we actually managed to rescue in the hideout the envoy of the Queen of the North Helm. And she asked us to kidnap some zombies for her to study, and we accepted. And on the way towards the Dread Helms, I ended up creating my first homestead. We have a homestead version for Helms Forgotten. I made some little improvements in homestead. One of them is that we can take a look on it, can walk around. I noticed that when we create our first area in the homestead, the central area, all the troops we have actually spawn the unities in the middle of this area. So I created a patch that we actually spawn the troops close to the tent they are supposed to inhabit. So that's why now we have the troop properly spread, I would say, around the tents. So yeah, this was a little improvement. I'm gonna keep improving it. And it's funny to see our companions following us as a child after Papa. I have no sweet for you guys. So yeah, our homestead is still very basic. We have not yet very well barbecued chicken on the almost empty fire, while our other own companion tried to show me she's working with something, but she's lying. She should be taking care of this chicken. We go out now, because we have already some people here trying to take the peace and the stability of our homestead. So let's confront them. We are much stronger than they are. So let's finish this. It's a small battle. They are they're much weaker than us, but I decided to see if the patch I'm doing for RBM is working properly. So we can see here on the right side we have the posture and the stamina of RBM. I have RBM installed, and I made the patch to be compatible with our own custom armors. So that's the test I'm also doing. Like the RBM AI, they always worked properly with our mods. What I never made work was the settings of the armor, because we have so many custom armor, custom weapons, and so that I never had the time to properly do a patch. And this time I managed, because I really want. But the real test will be a long one. As soon as we get bigger battle, we will see how far our patch compatibility is working properly. Like this posture, I don't know very well. I used to play more with realistic combat adjustments. I find it lighter and more interesting, to be honest. But I like the RBM AI, so I'm gonna try this as well for now. If you guys don't know, the realistic battle adjustments is a very good mod that also works with. Oh, I like this one. These hand guards are really cool. That also works with. They also change AI and combat stats. So I'm gonna leave the rest. I have some nice Van braces here, 25 armor. Let's see if we get one of our companions could have a good use of it. This is already stronger. Yeah, definitely the Smith can have a good use of it. But actually they have the same stats. But this looks a bit more professional. Some nice shoe. He has at least This is a better shield, but a small shield. I'm gonna leave him with the large shield because he's horseback. The rest I leave for my troops. Yeah, so it seems we defeated them properly. I'm gonna say before we move towards the Dreadhelm. From here we can see the mountains that divide. Didn't expect another angry mob. But here we can see the mountain range that divides the steppes of the Alcur and the Dreadhelm. So it's a beautiful entrance to the Dark World. We have an army here of a lord, like maybe gathered. Okay, they're lacking gold. Nice, now it's too late. Maybe it would be nice to have also one of our companions to deal with that issues back in the homestead, like as a messenger. I think it would be a nice, interesting addition. I'm not going to be a vassal of anybody. I'm playing as a cleric, and my objective is not to be a vassal of anybody. So we found here one of our mines. This is our resource. This is a unique mechanic of Helms Forgotten, that we have resource zones, and these resource zones will absolutely improve the economics of the kingdom that takes control of it, and also it's inside of a war system. That means the factions are aware of such zones, and they're going to also wait decisions of war regarding the control of such zones. As we can see by the flag and the icon, it's being taken by looters. We just have to hover it. So it means Agash, the lords of Agash, even if they're so close to it, did not decide to take control of it at the moment. So we can try to get the gold or whatever resources that it delivers, like an iron mine. So yeah, so we can take it without getting into trouble with the Agash lords. So let's take the advantage of it. It says it's an Aero, yeah, it's Aero operation, a poor vein, tier 2, Brigands squad here, blended the deposit. The deposit is exhausted. It's gonna reopen in 9 days. So okay, so they still have a stock of 34 goods, and they have 34 men on guard, but if they are exhausted, I have no need. I'm not gonna station myself here, so I have no need to try to fight for this. So let's move out of this place and search for the zombies. I'm pretty sure they must be here somewhere. Oh, we have another mine here. Nice, this place is it's rich. It's a rich area. It's also Nairo, it's also exhausted, so nice, so I'm gonna leave it behind. And luckily when we're back, they're gonna be fully working again. These are one of our hunting mechanics. We have 2 hunting mechanics in the game. One is in runtime. When we're walking towards the map, we're gonna have the chance to hunt, and we also have hunting grounds. They're more like heavily populated. Those places are hidden in the map. As soon as we transverse, we will find them. And now I'm searching for a lucky encounter with some zombies. Look how beautiful this area is with all this winter effect. Lemmy did a fantastic work. Yeah, those zombies are not easy to find, if I remember properly. They're not normal looters. Oh, we have some abandoned village here. There we can see the gates that goes towards the Dugras territory. The Dugras are the dwarfs of Aeurth, the oldest civilization in whole Aeurth that has survived all the eras. And I really have to find a way to send the messages and resolve this gold issue, so we'll develop that further. I know that many people comment that it's difficult to find the zombies, and that's especially because they are bandits. They are normal bandits of this area, and yeah, the hideouts, they get populated based in the game rules. Oh, we have a nomadic horde here. That was a heavy army. This would be a nice battle. There's another mine here controlled by the Shish. You can see when the mines are controlled by a faction, they will inherit the flags of the faction. So we found a hideout, but these are not the ones we need. We need those zombies. I found some zombies, but actually they are not the ones we need to actually deliver to the queen, but they got me, so I'm not the one kind that will run away from a fight. We are slightly weaker than them. Let's see what we can do. I did not upgrade our troops properly. Okay, this is a terrain, it's a more complex terrain, so they don't have cavalry. More infantry. Maybe we can push them back here a little bit. Forward! Have some chance to fire them a little bit with our archers. Okay, it's infantry, so we don't have... let's take her off. We don't have cavalry, we just have infantry and archers. But it said that we have cavalry here, so maybe it's a mixed troop. There's somebody here, like actually by feet, considered as cavalry. That was the problem. Why this guy is considered cavalry, I don't know. Who is he? Why are you considered cavalry without a horse? I don't get it. Come on. Archers, look to them.
Keep eye on the enemy!
Yeah, that's the right way. So where are they? Oh, they are divided into 3 different army parts. And let's remember, our mod is actually using our own AI battle system. So it means they have a different intelligence regarding analyzing the opponent's strength. So they take different behavior than we expect for normal bandits. The main infantry is definitely attacking us. Then we have the horsemen, the cavalry is on the left side, so maybe we can try to get the cavalry before. And in the back they are holding still like 12 units, probably for backup. A typical bandit attack would be everybody together, so we can see they are actually a bit more intelligent. This will be hard for our infantry. Zombies are pretty strong. I will try to back them. We should definitely go to the higher... Oh, we cannot go further. It would be great to go to the higher ground so we would have advantage. I'm gonna send my cavalry over there. Yeah, they're approaching very fast. I'm gonna have to send my archers. I like there's no retards, a little bit the movement. So they're all like heavy skeleton swordmen. Then we have the knight. Also zombies have some damage. I think there's stamina working. But as Nords, we are really... Why they're not attacking with the... Oh, probably they have two-handed axes and they are mounted. So yeah, that's weird. I have to change that. They are using a weapon that cannot be used with horseback. That's weird. Okay, now he changed. So he could actually use it horseback. I don't know why he was trying to hit me with his own hands. Or maybe he cannot, that's why he's dying. Okay, I need to change that. I will make sure they can use a proper weapon. Yeah, I see RBM work. It's a bit weird like how the armies are positioning right now. How they are actually identifying the enemies. I find it a bit funny. It feels like a bit more difficult to the battle to flow. But yeah, so still trying. I'm used for more fluid combat regarding the game. The base game, I would like to say. And we still have some undead horsemen running away. I still need to learn, guys, how RBM really works. I'm not used to it. But we got some interesting reinforcement here. I would like to have some more ranged unities. This guy has a funny armor. Spearman is not bad. Hired crossbow, I like them. I don't know why they have the name Sturgeon, because actually they should be dread helms. Have to see if probably the RBM is changing the names, because I saw somewhere they bring the names back to the vanilla instead of having the names as I have in my overhaul. So I need to check that. Yeah, the RBM is actually messing up with the names. Also, even with the races. So, or maybe this is just related inside RBM. I will upgrade our troops. And we have 4 too much. So let's take the weaker ones away. Thieves. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so we have some nice cape here. That was welcoming. We have the zombie heads. This is also fun. better gauntlets, better handguards, also better, okay, pretty much funny heavy boots. And what else we have here? Food is mine. This would be nice for our homestead, so let's get some resources. Let's see if any of our companions could also get advantage of... Yeah, he deserves a heavy round shield. He's an infantry, and he's have way better armor than everybody, than me myself. Okay, this is an immense head armor. It would be funny to see a zombie head in our companions. Yeah, I did not make a race of everything because making races is very time consuming. So this was my beginning. I started doing those bandits as like armor pieces. It was faster. One day maybe I changed to all of them to races. It's just that who have done races before, they see that it's really a lot of work. Yeah, I'm gonna take the horses for sure. Give them better arm guards, shoulder piece, pretty. Food, always take food. This was a very good battle in terms of resources. The looting after it is really sweet, huh? Oh, I left some cheese here, about butter and some cheese. There's this mod now, equip best armor. This also would be fun to, yeah, spend less time on that window. Well, as you can see, yeah, those undeads are not actually what we're looking for. Probably I can also change that, make it easier, like any kind of undead could be a proper catch for the quest, no? You guys cannot imagine how much work is to develop such a mod, especially our team is made of only 2 members. It's me and Onion. Anya is our programmer, and I do everything else. And this map, the base map, I made myself, and then I sent it to Lemmy to put his talent on. What definitely made the map much more beautiful, as I could never do. But all the rest I do, like from importing assets, adjusting the XMLs, creating particle effects, creating troops. I mean, I do everything myself. So in this way, certain things like, you know, small adjustments, I don't have time to do it. And many of the mechanics now, so I'm starting programming with the help of AI. And Onion has to check everything if everything is proper. But so a lot of ideas, it's my ideas also. But yeah, so it's really a lot of work, and I tried all these years to get people working with us, brings their talents. But well, for some reason, I think mods that have very exclusive fantasy worlds, like the one I created, it seems to not attract so much enthusiastic people to, I don't know, develop art, make scenes. I think the blockbusters, they get much more attention, right? They are words that have been more, they already have the fan base. So yeah, I need to kind of build up a fan base. That's why I created the lore videos for that. But yeah, let's send troops to clear, wait till morning to begin assault. That's funny. These are the zombies. Now we found them. They should be as zombies, but they still has the name as Sea Raiders, so I need to change that. These are the guys we need to catch. These are the guys. Let's just catch them. We fought already a lot. Here we are. I don't know why they're carrying food, they don't need it. And you see we also get our deeds points. So as a cleric, every time we defeat ended party, we get deed points. And so every 50 points give us 1 perk. We already have 30. And we can also get deeds points by doing positive quests, helping villagers. This also gives us deeds points. And at the moment we have a plus 10 post-battle healing for us, for player. We need to find our Divine Restoration passive ability, so we'll be able to restore health during battle for us and for our army also. I improve my riding skills. What else can we do? Our faith is in a good place. Throwing could be a bit better. And shipmaster also. We have our ship now. And I'm gonna improve our intelligence attribute. I'm gonna save after this. And now we can go back to the queen. Oh, what? Wait. Oh, I need to defeat them. You must be joking. I have them on my... No way. Okay, now it's updated. Oh. Hello, stranger. We mean you no harm, but we must hand over your captives. Hey, they look badass. Why should I? You probably don't understand what these creatures signify. They are the harbingers of a great tragedy that must be prevented at all costs. What do you mean? We believe they are just the beginning of a terrible time that's coming upon us. Perhaps the wrath of some strange power. Not very convincing. So we have some options here. Impressive, but no, I won't hand them over. Unexpected, how much are you willing to pay? Well, if I'm a mercenary, I would go for it. You have to earn them. Pretty brave. Perhaps you could explain your reasons and attach a generous purse. That also ask for money in exchange of the zombies. I don't know if you get the money, we have a chance to catch more zombies. And I don't know how powerful these guys are, but we have like more than 100 troops in our army. No, let's not get them. Oh, they are... Yeah, okay. We are stronger than them. So let's face this guy. So we do actually progress in the quest. So our balance of power is in our favor. We are much stronger than they are. And I hope it's gonna be easy for us. Let's see here how this will come to conclusion. Okay, they are dividing. The leader is the one guy and the rest are ranged. If they are ranged, I would then make my footmen go to the trees. So depending what they have, they're called alchemists. So I'm not sure what they could have. And let's see if our archers will give something. They reach us. Okay, it seems they're not actually advancing upon us. They're kind of like waiting. Yeah, they're not advancing upon us, so we need to move towards them. It's interesting, like when we choose Bannerlord to advance, better I keep my cavalry. The map do not really give like a kind of intelligence in terms of trajectory. I ask myself how hard would it be for Bannerlord to consider terrain elevation and also enemy formation. For example, if Bannerlord would be a bit more intelligent, he would then make... we could choose at least the trajectory, or the troops would like go through the trees to simulate, yeah, just to be a more intelligent approach than open field. Also, depending in our troop formation also and what kind of like what kind of attack we want to deliver, no? So I ask myself, this would make battles much more interesting. Somebody's alone here is trying to... Oh, okay. They're throwing stuff on us. Well, it's coming with blood. So weird. Are they throwing heads? You're supposed to throw chemical bombs, so I don't know exactly what is that. Maybe something changed in this late patch I did. I'm gonna put my archers. Yeah, so it would be much more intelligent if you put kind of like go up and draw attack line, so we could draw the direction the troops would move. Then we could circulate, like circumvent, and just go through trees to avoid the attack, and then attack them like through the sides. That's what I mean in terms of battle tactics would be much more interesting.
Archer, stand apart!
Yeah, the funny thing that it seems to me that the alchemists are throwing things that doesn't feel that behave like... Ah, they're not attacking with bombs, they're attacking with stones. Okay guys, so this is not correct. The alchemists actually should have an army full of bombs. So something changed when I transported the game to that to Warsails, that maybe I needed to check how the alchemists choose the troop trees. They are not with the alchemical... Yeah, they are okay. They are using the base game troop tree, so I forgot to check that. My bad, guys. It's funny to see them all throwing these bombs, but stones, but it would be nice if they were like real bombs. Not this. I remember in this part of the quest we are like bombarded by hundreds of flying fire bombs. It's nice. I do like actually this new weapon from that seems to Bannerlord 1.4 or 1.3, I guess. It's nice. The animation it's also nice, but that alchemical bombs could be much more fun to see them exploding in fire or with some other alchemical effects. Yeah, you can leave your comments down there in the channel. What would you like to see as an alchemy effect for such bombs? Could be smoke effects that will give our troops kind of like damage through time, or real fire. Oh, they have a nice, at least they have a nice poly arm. The guy's afraid of kicking his ass. Who is left? Who is left? Maybe the leader just went away. Yeah, so for sure we needed to override this. They are still with vanilla names. So now you don't look so brave anymore, no? We are here to protect Aeurth, and we'll give our lives for it. These monsters, they see now the end of time. No one will be spared. End of time? I will reveal no more. Do what you must. Yeah, so I like, they look like badass. I like the asset. I like the clothes, they're really cool. I will give them some more interesting weapons, but we do have our alchemists. They are on the troop tree somewhere. I will show you guys soon. And we have space for some troops, so let's recruit some Picts and good archers. Thieves, I'm not gonna waste my space in my army for those. Oh, this is a very strong hand armor. The Imperial Gauntlets. This is really cool. That's even stronger. So I'll go for this badass helmet. We got our first standard. Decrease taking range damage. Nice. And let's give some nice gear to our troops as well. 39 head armor. That's still the stronger one, but that one give us a extra body armor with a. That's funny, a hood? That's really funny. We give an extra arm armor. Why? That's not mine? I guess it's from the game, so that looks weird. Just look more nicer like this than have a zombie head. And let's change her bracers. She's using a short spear. This is tier 5. I think also would be interesting that maybe, I don't know if you guys agree, that if certain unity do not has the tier allowed for this the weapon, they should not use it. Ah, okay, this one will definitely be happy about some improvements in his gear. Yeah, his spear is better. That's two-handed sword. They're gonna leave him with one-handed so he can just have his own shield. Let's take some food before I forget. And this guy, me actually, I'm still wearing the worst armor. Even that one is even better than mine. Yeah, so I have the better armor. So I'm gonna give him also the special gauntlets. Okay, let's go. So it seems that we advanced in the quest. I'll give a save. Let's check here our quest progression. Yeah, we captured the zombies, delivered the zombies to the queen. So I will give a teleport, guys, so I don't have to go all the way down. Would be a waste of time. And let's talk to the queen. You brought your prisoners. Now I would like to know why. I brought your prisoners. Now I would like to know why, beyond money, I risked my life. There's much more to this than meets the eye, but to be certain, it's too early to make assumptions. I need more proof. Proof of what? A relic. Something I hope will shed light upon many of my questions. So she paid for what we did now, for the zombies. Are you willing to take on this mission? You'll be generously compensated. Yeah, sure. I have nothing else to do. There's one of my informants you need to meet. He will be your contact and share all he knows so far. He's known as the Owl. So we go to town center and the quest says, okay, you're in part 2. Talk to the Owl. He should be the tavern of the town where the queen resides. So yeah, so he should be here in Tavern Discreet. So let's look for him. There he is. Here is the guy that sells magical weapons. He's in every tavern. You can always be found on the 2nd floor. But I have something else. This is the guy that tells stories. This speaks about knowledge about the lore and the story of Aeurth. And here's the Owl. I'm looking for the one known as the Owl. Are you? Did you try checking the forest? They usually nest in trees. I didn't expect you to be a comedian. The queen told me you were an informant. The queen? Yes, I am here on behalf of Queen Naya. She told me to find the Owl for information about pursuing a relic. I see. Listen carefully. I have risked my life searching for places that I believe are the ruins of an ancient civilization. But when I approached one of the locations, I was attacked by a group of fanatics in black robes. Well, we just fight some people with black clothes, but they're not black robes. I escaped alive only because I managed to put 2 of them down with my blade. He does really look skilled. It seems I should gather some tough men for the task. I have no idea who they are or how many there are. I just know I won't get any further alone. I assume that's why the queen requires my services. Pretty obvious. Anyway, I will show you the locations you need. I wish you luck. So yeah, I will save this. Oh, we cannot save here. We need to save outside. We have the storyteller. I'm not going to talk to him now. And we have the guy that shows special items. And here we can see all the items with special colors. The ones we cannot have, like some magic items. We don't have enough arcane, and some of them are throwables. The ones that are not throwables, also the tier is very low. Maybe I need to check the tier of such. But they require a certain level of arcane, we can see. And probably these ones I need to check also. They should require also a level of arcane. Arcane is our ability to throw magic. And here we have some interesting things. We have an Alicia. This is to replace our hit points in game, so we can get some of them. We are pretty rich. And we have a Berserker potion that's also very interesting. It's very expensive actually. It makes us a Berserker for an amount of time. And Berserker is we will receive no damage and we attack way faster for a certain period of time. That's very interesting. Just for the fun I'll get. And then we hear like amazing unique items, as you can see. They're all magic items, and what they give us as bonus is described right after the items themselves. So we have some really special items. Look at this one. We have like a special historical helmet. Cool. What else we have? Looks like a Gondorian helmet. Special one. Give us 25 troop morale. One gives 40 troop morale. This one gives us 6 plus troop morale, and this one takes the morale of the enemy. Wow. This is cool. All these items, they are also linked in the lore. And we have a full set of armors here. The Lord Sword. We have all this full set of armors. This takes the enemy morale. So if we combine all of these pieces, we're gonna be, yeah, pretty scary. But they're too expensive, all these things. And we also have here summon stones, where you can summon entities. I think I wanna get one here just to see if they're working. We have a werebear. We could try the werebear stone, and maybe I will leave this berserker potion and I buy it another time because it's very expensive. What else we have? I'm missing here some sword. I don't see the magic swords here. They should be there. Yeah, they should be there. They're missing. So some things I need to check. We have a lot of but I'm missing all the swords. Also, I created the magic swords. We have many of them. Good to know. Yeah, we paid almost 19,000. Now we can leave. Back to town center and leave for a moment so I can save. Yeah, we declared war when we decided to attack those alchemists. So we actually are at war, the faction, the Kingdom of Raham, and I think they are very far from us, so we don't need to be so afraid right now. Yeah, exactly, they are very far. They belong to the Atas. So, nice. What stage we are? We need to go, our first hideout, the secret locations that they all gave to us is already here, so we know where to go. We need to go back to the winter area. When I'm back, I will stop at our camp, so at least I can give this gold that our companion was asking me all the time. And it seems like we don't have war with anybody. I can also check our development skill. We earned some 1 point in polearm, and let's see if we have anything. No, we still have not so much deeds. So yeah, our deeds is really based in doing good things, and I haven't done anything good. On the next gameplay, I will focus more in developing our character career, so I can test the passive ability and the perks. At the same time, explore a bit more the map and the hidden mission scenes that we have around Helm's Forgotten. But before I go, I will also choose something else. I want to show you guys how our AI battle system actually works, and I will do a custom battle outside the campaign map. I would like to ask you guys to give a like and subscribe to the channel. When you give a like, it helps YouTube algorithm to distribute the video to all of those interested in Bannerlord and modding content. And if you subscribe, you're gonna be notified whenever I have news and new videos uploaded to the channel. What makes modding more interesting is actually to receive feedbacks from the community, and also feedbacks that will make our gameplay better, the mod better, and also give different destinations to what can be developed and whatever Helm's Forgot should be going. So let's go to the custom battle. For this gameplay, I will show you very fast how some of our AI battle system works. They are trying to actually give a bit more of intelligence and the way AI in Bannerlord actually decides what to do regarding the opponent force strength and the opponent troop formation. We have a tactic that works well with cavalry going to the flanks, infantry going to the middle. It's being supported by the archers, and this tactic is called Hammer and Anvil. To set the tactic Hammer and Anvil, I will press 2, and then we see the army is actually organizing itself. Infantry is already moving towards the enemy in the center, and we have the cavalry already moving towards the flank side. So you can see here on the left side, they were trying to reposition themselves. They already attacked. As I said, the strategy should take into consideration the power of the enemy, and the enemy is largely made of archers, so the cavalry took the advantage to attack itself. And the infantry comes to the center. In the previous test, our opponent army was made solely of archers, and now we are fighting against the Nords, that mostly infantry with a little bit of archers to support them. And let's see now how the Hammer and Anvil tactic will actually behave. I press 2 again. Funny that they actually running against the army. And now we see that they actually are marching closer to the center. So this is how it looks like when the opponent do not have so much archers, or actually the archers are not the main formation of the opponent. We see them actually divided into 2 parts. So now we see a proper march of Hammer and Anvil. And now we see actually the cavalry already preparing the lances. And now the cavalry will charge. So this is really nice. I can really see the tactic working as I expected. At a certain distance against the opponent, they charge. That distance is based in some, of course, numbers I try to tweak until I see the tactic behave as I expected. We can always try to fine-tune it as much as we could to make the cavalry get full charge position, because we know better distance, the charge gets more damage, but that's where I arrived. I like to see how they march together. You see the cavalry also going through the enemy and not getting entangled in the middle to try to fight one by one. And that's also what I was expecting, because Bannerlord cavalry is really terrible. They usually stay in the middle trying to fight with heavy infantry, and that's like a big loss, and we see our cavalry numbers going completely defeated. And our cavalry takes always a chance to get out of this middle and try a different approach by charging back. So it's working. This was the hammer and anvil into different scenarios. I hope you guys appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.